Yo, what's going on everybody? TJ here, and welcome back to part 2 of the trail maintenance videos. Going to be fixing up the dirt jumps and BMX track a little bit more back here in the trail. For the first video, I actually finished up some of those jumps already, and the friggin' foxes that are living in my jumps keep destroying them. They keep like putting holes and stuff like in the actual jumps. So I'm going to clean that up first. Not gonna make you guys sit through another video of that. But here, check this out. I just got a clip of some of the foxes. They live in the hole where I'm getting a lot of this dirt from. So I'll start playing that for you. But yeah, I gotta fix up these jumps and stuff. The berm's got a big hole, you know, because they keep digging into it, trying to make new homes. The jumps have holes. And after that, we're gonna fix these up. And then after that, we are gonna continue on and get the rest of this trail back in tip-top shape. Look at that. Big hole on that one. And they're making a big hole on this one. All right, so gonna finish that up real quick, and then we will continue on our trail maintenance. I finally just finished doing all of the jumps that we had done in the last video, redone again. Looking very nice. I actually made this one a little bit bigger, so there's a little bit more of a gap. Have the second set going on over there. Filled the berms up. Now let's keep working on the rest of this trail. All right, so this is the very first jump that I actually had built on this trail. It's got a nice little bridge, down bridge, that you could gap over the trail with. The grass growing through it is actually good because the roots will keep the dirt more together, but the slip is definitely slacking. So let's fix up the slip a little bit. Okay, so now that we have a nice slip on this jump, don't want it to send you too far. It's not really supposed to shoot you up as much as it's supposed to shoot you far. So now we got to set up the berm like over around the wall ride. Giant bird skeletons from those foxes all over the place. I gotta be honest, the foxes are really cool and they're sweet, and I think it's nice that they're using my one hole as their home, but they keep messing up my ramps and they keep leaving bird carcasses everywhere. And I'm gonna let them stay this year, but after that I think they're gonna have to find a new home, but they can stay for now. All right, so I actually just got a really cool new idea for this thing. So usually this is a dirt berm that wraps around this wall ride, and usually I'm able to get a little bit of a wall ride on this thing, come back down into the dirt. But a lot of times when I do it, the tire gets stuck when it comes back into the dirt section, and it's not working out exactly how I was hoping. So this is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to actually take the extra dirt on the edges and turn this thing into more of a quarter pipe shape, so we can kind of like air it and come back out and continue onto the bridge. So let's give it a shot and build this thing up. I notice it's kind of bright on the screen here. We've got a lot of dirt building up over here. Let's keep on going. All right, so now I've used all the dirt from this part of the berm and all of the dirt from this part of the berm to get this form for what's going to soon be a quarter pipe. Kind of gonna have a little bit of a curve to it too, so it's kind of gonna be like a corner, like a bowl corner. So what I'm gonna do now is start shaping it up. I don't have like an exact formula of how to shape it. That's a-okay. This is dirt. You can always move it around if you're not happy with the result. So we're just gonna test it out. I'm just gonna go off of what I know as a quarter pipe transition and adjust if necessary. Let's do it. All right, so I just patted it all down and it is way too steep. The transition is just like way too abrupt. I'm sure that I could do it, it just won't feel the best. So I'm going to go get some water from the hose. We're gonna wet this baby up, and what this is gonna do for that is help pack it down a lot tighter so that the dirt stays a lot more firm. And I'm gonna end up going and getting more dirt so that we can add to the bottom of this transition so it's not so sharp and just a really, really steep wall and more of like an actual quarter pipe. All right, so I kind of want to leave this as it is, just as steep as it is, because I think it's pretty cool. I think that I'm going to still add some dirt to the bottom just to make it a little bit more mellow. Just because I know that the next time it rains, this is going to push a lot of the dirt down. So I want it to be a bit more stable so it can be a bit more firm and doesn't just like wash away like first time it rains. So let's add a little bit more dirt and make this thing a bit more stable. Oh yeah, that is much better of a transition already. All right, so this thing is looking pretty sweet. I'm really happy with where it's at right now. Gonna give it a couple days to dry up before we ride it because I don't want it to get all messed up. I know I showed you guys a peek of this earlier, but real quick, we have this bridge here. Still built nice and strong, working great. You can see the build tutorial on that on the channel if you want. Leads to a gap here, to a kicker. Here, hold on, I'm gonna... And this kicker is made out of a pallet with some nice stones to give it some character, some stability. Pretty sick. All right, this is the trail so far. We also have a little balance beam over here for some practice of skinnies. And let's friggin' ride everything. All right, so it is now the next day. I'm just going to water off some of these berms, some of these jumps. That way they don't get too sandy. It's good to keep them a little bit wet so that they don't start falling apart and get too soft. So I'm gonna finish this up real quick and then we'll get some clips of me hitting it. All right, first set is feeling awesome. Now let's link them together and start hitting the second set. All right, and now the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's see how this dirt quarter pipe works. All right, that did the job. Still very soft of dirt. I'm gonna go a little bit faster at it. Ooh, so soft. I really should have let it sit for probably like 3 more days. More pressure, more water. But we want to ride, you know. I want to ride this thing. I can always fix it up again. So this is just to test it out, see how it works. And then I'll pat it down harder, but this is to show you guys how well it's gonna work. You know what? I think it's working pretty good. All right, and that is pretty much what we have of the trail done so far. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you liked the quarter pipe. I hope you liked the whole build. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more skateboarding, more BMX, more trail builds, etc., skate park tours, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the bell so you're notified on the next video. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.